What's going on, guys? I'm Trevor. Welcome back to the channel. 2024 is looking like a promising year for TV shows, so today I'm sharing with you my most anticipated TV shows of the new year. Let me know what shows you're looking forward to most down below in the comment section. I'm going to divide this into almost two lists. One of shows that I almost know for certain are coming out, and one of a couple shows that just might not come out this year due to the strike last year. Let me know your picks down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and let's hop into the shows that I'm looking forward to, but I just don't know if they're coming out this year. First up, Daredevil Born Again. There's been rumor this might come out later this year. I know it kind of got rehashed. It sort of was already being filmed, and it kind of like, hey, we're going to take the reins back, and we're going to kind of reshoot this show. It might come out later this year. Also, another MCU show, the Agatha series. They've changed the name 1,000 times, but who knows when the show is actually going to come out and if it's going to be any good. These two Marvel shows, I'm not the highest on Marvel shows, but these two actually have my interest quite a bit. I just don't know if they'll come out maybe later this year, go through production, everything goes smoothly, we'll see. Fingers crossed and we'll hope. Next up, I have Squid Game Season 2. I just recently watched Squid Game Season 1 at the end of last year, and I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if there's room for Season 2, but I'm down if there is. They can kind of have a different story in there, and it's one of the most watched Netflix shows of all time, so if this show does come out this year, everyone's going to be watching it. And finally, I have A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, a Hedge Knight, I believe it's called. This is supposed to be another Game of Thrones spinoff. Now, I just saw this on Variety. They were talking about it. There's not much coming out about this show. I wouldn't bet my bottom dollar that this show's coming out this year, but nonetheless, another Game of Thrones spinoff. I thought they killed it with House of Dragon. I think they can kill it with this. Looking forward to it if it ever does come out. You never know. Might get a summer trailer time on HBO Max, just comes to the forefront. So, those are a couple of shows. I'm just not sure if they're coming out this year, but if they do, I'm excited for. Now, let's hop into shows that I'm actually looking forward to that are almost for certain coming out. First up on our list is Star Wars The Acolyte. Now, the most recent Star Wars project in Ahsoka, I loved. I absolutely did. Mandalorian Season 3 was just not good. Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of missed the mark, so I'm a little bit nervous going into this one, and I have not seen Andor, but everyone said Andor is arguably the best Star Wars project of all the shows, so I gotta watch Andor, and maybe I'll get my excitement more ready for Star Wars The Acolyte. I believe it's taking place before The Phantom Menace. Other than that, I don't know much about the show, and I don't really want to know much about the show. I kind of want to go in blind, and hopefully I'll be wowed. I love Star Wars, so I just really hope that this kind of wows me, and I'm like, dang, I'm on board with Star Wars The Acolyte. Umbrella Academy Season 4. I wasn't the biggest fan of Umbrella Academy Season 3. I know it did not do very good with a lot of people. It kind of just missed the mark. It was just weird. But Season 1 and Season 2 are some of the best seasons of TV you'll ever have. Season 3 just felt rushed. It felt all over the place, and it felt almost redundant. But if you go back to Season 1 of Umbrella Academy, especially Season 1, that's one of my favorite seasons of TV ever. This is supposed to be the final season. Let's hope they give us something better than a previous season and kind of go back to Season 1 and what made the show exactly what it was. Next up is a mini-series called Shogun. They've played this trailer everywhere, and this show looks epic. It's based off a novel, and this is an FX show, and this is supposedly the biggest FX show they've ever created. FX always releases on Hulu the following day. I will be watching a show on Hulu. I might even be talking about it on the channel because it looks epic. It's supposed to be like that big epic action type show that like a lot of these studios are now doing. This seems to be the one they're doing based off a novel. It is a mini series. Just watch the trailer. This thing is epic as all hell. No, virtually nothing. Just that the trailer makes the show look badass. Next up, The Penguin. This is a spin-off of The Penguin from the Batman HBO Max show. Very interested to see what they bring us with this. I believe Matt Reeves is involved. Is Batman going to make an appearance? Or is it just going to be Penguin running around town, running around Gotham, running it like a mobster, like a gangster? Colin Farrell, he does a great job as the Penguin. So, looking forward to this because the Penguin is such a good character in the Batman. What more is he going to do? How much terror is he going to cause? And will this lead into the Batman Part 2? Hope it does, because I love the world they created with Gotham and how dark and scary it is, and I think the show can be just dark and menacing, but awesome at the same time. Next up is the first show I'll be watching this year, Ekko. This comes out in a matter of a week. This show looks badass. It all comes out on once next Tuesday, January 9th. Very odd day. All episodes dropping at once. A little bit nervous for that. But Ekko was a character I wasn't the biggest fan of in Hawkeye, but for whatever reason, they made the show look so badass. It looks so much like Daredevil, those vibes. TVMA. You have Vincent D'Onofrio back in there as Kingpin. You have Daredevil himself in there. This show is going to be badass, it's going to be epic, or it's going to completely fall through the cracks. I'm hoping for the epic and badass. Really, really am, because the trailers got me. Every time I watch it, it just gave me the vibes I love from Daredevil so much. So, Daredevil's going to be in it. Are we going to see the Punisher? Are we going to see Kingpin a lot? It looks great. This show, hopefully, really sets the direction for the MCU in 2024. These final three shows are my most anticipated three shows of 2024. And first on those final 3 is The Boys Season 4. Gen V really is setting up into The Boys Season 4, and the more I think about Gen V, the more I like it. I have so many questions going into this season because it's always been to kill Homelander, to get rid of him. Butcher is on basically a ticking time bomb right now. What is going to happen in Season 4? Because if it's the same thing as always, it can be very redundant. It could be something we've seen before. I have faith that they're going to give us something we have never seen before. It's going to be the most epic, the most badass, the best season of the entire show in Season 4. And it could be the final season. I hope it's not, but it could be. Very interested to see what they do with Homelander and Butcher. One of them is kicking a bucket. Will it be both? Very interested to see what happens with the show. It's epic. It's badass. It's hilarious. Really looking forward to The Boys Season 4. It really can't come soon enough. My second most anticipated show of the entire year is Avatar: The Last Airbender live action series, which comes to Netflix in just a month, and we're going to have a ton of Avatar content on the channel because I love the animated show. It's one of my favorite shows ever, and the trailers for this is making it seem like it's going to be a worthy adaptation. The first one is following book 1, and there is a lot of good episodes in here. You're going to meet characters like Jet, one of the best side characters throughout the entirety of Avatar. You're going to meet Suki and the Kyoshi Warriors. So excited for that episode. You're going to meet Boomy. I'm so excited to see how big and how grand the show really is. Hoping the acting is good. They haven't really showed us any glimpses of the acting throughout the show. That was a big problem with M. Night Shyamalan's movie. So, hoping, fingers crossed, that the acting really holds up. Everyone looks great. Sokka looks great. Zuko looks great. Katara, Aang, Appa, and Momo, they all look fantastic. I just can't wait to go on this adventure all over again in live action form. Sign me up every day of the week. Fingers crossed they don't butcher it. Gosh, I'm nervous. But my number 1 most anticipated show of 2024 is The House of Dragon Season 2. The House of Dragon Season 1 is one of the greatest first seasons of a TV show ever. I love the way it told it with all our different time jumps, how many episodes there were that were just epic, how many episodes there were that were just dramatic, how they got you to love characters and hate characters so quickly, so fast. And the way the season ended with Rhaenyra's son getting killed, and it just shows Rhaenyra just glaring, you know the war is coming in Season 2. I had a watch party with all my friends who watched the show for the finale. It was so fun. We're talking about doing it again for Season 2, so that just gets me excited. A show you can watch with your friends, a show my wife and I love watching together. I'm there for it every single day. That's going to do it for my most anticipated TV shows of 2024. Let me know your ranking down below, which show you're excited for most in the upcoming year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Lots more content coming. I'll see you guys in the next one.